done a few photography courses and just pretty much anything to try and keep myself out of trouble. I started going on weekends with my father, you know, and I ended up moving, like living with him, and yeah, he wasn't a very nice person. There was abuse happening and torturous behaviour happening, and so then I kind of ran away to my mum's house, and to find that, you know, it wasn't much better, but if you weighed up the options, like, you know, you think, would you rather be abused or go without food? And my mother became jealous of my stepdad, who was 20 years younger than her. She just felt like I was trying to take him off her, so she kicked me out. Living in these conditions, you know, like, you result to anything, you know, crime, prostitution, drugs, alcohol, you know, like, whatever you can do really, it's just survival, you know, like, this is where I live. There's the bedroom, that's the dining room, that's the kitchen, you know, like, it's just, but at the same time, it's a roof over my head. You know, you wake up in the morning and there's just random people standing over you, like, got any change? Or you got to sleep with a little pocket knife underneath your pillow because, well, your jacket, really, that's your pillow. But you've got to sleep with all your stuff under there. You know, you're lucky if you wake up in the morning and your shoes are still on your feet. You know, people don't really realise, they think that it's just about the sleeping situation, but it's not. Like, it's about hygiene, you know, you've got to have your showers, you've got to wash your clothes, you've got to feed yourself. Do you know what I mean? I've had to resort to eating out of bins. I was trying to make some money one day in prostitution, and I had this, you know, I went around this alleyway with this guy, and, you know, I asked him, do you have the money? And he's like, yeah. Anyway, I did what I had to do, and I was like, can I have the money, you know? And he's like, yeah, I just got to get my clothes on and get on the bike, and he just rode off, didn't even give me the money, you know, and I was just chasing him down the street, but he just went too fast on that push bike. You know, you just got to do what you've got to do to survive. Like, I've had to, you know, I've had to rob people, I've had to, yeah, it's just ridiculous. Yeah, I was just thinking about this part here never used to be here. You know, it was just a danger corner, and I used to just sit here and dangle my legs over there and just contemplate about...
What, you used to sit up on top of the wall?
No, I used to sit here. This part here wasn't actually there. It was actually like just this here. This part's only just been built onto it. So this bit here, if you come closer, you can actually see the line as to where they've actually plastered the extra part on. But yeah, back when I was living here, this was the corner here. They call it the danger corner. And I used to just sit here and just dangle my legs over there and just, you know.
Did you ever feel like jumping?
Yeah, it was just so easy, like, you know, no one would know, no one would care. What's the, you know,
Is that how you
there's
felt?
nothing here to, yeah, it was just, you know, all these mixed emotions, like, there's nothing here to keep me wanting to live, you know, and it's just so easy as to just, you know, sitting there and just falling off. Do you know what I mean? Like, just that free fall, just falling over. You know, you feel so free as a bird. It's just like flying. Fly all your troubles away. This is one of my favourite buildings to sit on. one of my favourite walls to sit on. You know, it's funny, quite funny. I'm terrified of heights, but when I was sitting up here, just looking down, it just felt so easy just to want to fly off. You know, to me it wasn't jumping to my death, it was flying to my freedom. Yeah, photography has been a really big part for me, like, just in the sense that it's saved me when it comes to like drugs and alcohol. It just gives me something to do, and I feel like the company that I have here as well, I feel like they just make me forget about, you know, my troubles and stuff, and I just feel like it is the right place to be, and they make me feel rewarded for not doing, you know, all that drugs and alcohol and stuff like that. Like, it's just a good place to be, even though in my mind I'm not there. It's good to retract it onto my photography because it gives me a good art side of things, makes me feel like I'm talented, and it makes me, I'm able to construct my mind onto my photos. It's one of my photos, kind of represents, like, it represents how, you know, people could have a really nice house, but the black and white is kind of like there's also things going on that people don't know about. I have another one here, which is also similar, but it's actually like, I feel like I have somewhere to go home to now, and I feel like I belong somewhere. This one here is a major part of my series. This one, you know, people look at it and just see like a plain old bench, but to me it's my house. It's my, pretty much all I had to sleep on. No shelter, it represents me, you know, just an old bench sitting there lonely. As you can see, there's, you know, bits of writing, so, you know, people disrespecting it, not really caring because they just think that it's a bench. This one represents my future and myself big time. Like, you know, sometimes it could just be an ordinary street, but there's, I don't know how to explain it, there's like, you can see the fire and stuff. When I'm looking through a camera, it lets me form my own world. It just makes my life feel like a life, but, you know, like I'm working, I'm achieving things and I don't even realise it.
Now I'd like to invite up Kobe Littlewood to receive her award for participation and excellence in the photography program. Kobe, if you'd like to come on up.